Welcome to Los Angeles Southwest College. We are genuinely dedicated to your success, and it is our passion to help you reach it. We are so excited you will be joining us here at LASC. I am here to help you get started on your journey. Together, we will walk through your next steps to the future you've been building toward. At the end of this process, you will officially be a college student enrolled at our much celebrated California Community College. We will guide you step by step after your initial admissions application to completing your own dynamic form and registering for the classes you want. Before you get started, keep in mind that you can pause this video at any time and go back to view it again as many times as you need. Okay, are you ready? Let's get into it. Admissions. To begin the admissions process, you will navigate to lasc.edu. Again, that's lasc.edu. Once you are on LASC's website, look to the top right corner of the page for a button that says Apply. Click this button and you will be directed to the start of the application page. Once on the application page, take time to read the information on the screen. Be sure, for example, that you are applying for the correct semester and it's in the right school year. You may view this information by clicking For Semester Information Dates. If needed, you can click your back browser arrow to return to the previous page. Then, once you are ready to start your application, click on the first blue tab that reads College Application Apply Now. Once you do that, you can say your path to becoming an official college student is underway. So far, so good? All right. At this point, you will be redirected to the OpenCCC website. Here, you will create an OpenCC account if you haven't already done so. And then you will be assigned an official CCC ID number. Keep in mind, though, this does not mean that you have submitted an admission application to the college. It simply means you have created an account through OpenCCC, which you can use to complete and submit your college application. If you have an account through OpenCCC, though, like if you already applied to another college through the OpenCCC website, you will use that same account information to log in. So in that case, you do not need to create a new account. Let's say you have created an account before, but you don't remember your username or password. Click the button at the bottom right of the page, the one that reads Recover Account. From there, you will be guided to recover your information. You can contact OpenCCC support by phone or email by clicking Contact Support. The help team will assist you in resetting your username and or password. If you have never, ever created an account for the OpenCCC website, you can do so now. Simply click on the button that reads Create New Account and follow the step-by-step instructions. To start, enter your mobile phone or email and click Text My Verification Code. Complete Step 1, Contact Information, by entering your primary phone number or email, then click Phone Type. Read the terms of use and select the box that you agree and then answer the Are you currently homeless question. If you select No, enter your country, zip code, street address, city, and state of residence information, and then click Next. Complete Step 2, your personal information, by entering your legal first name, legal middle name, and legal last name. Then select a suffix that applies to you and enter your preferred name and date of birth. Confirm your date of birth and click Next. Complete Step 3, Credentials, by creating a password with at least 8 characters in length. The password must contain at least one uppercase letter, one lowercase letter, and at least one number, and at least one special character. Then click Create Account and look for the confirmation that your Open CCC account has been created. College application. The first page of the application asks for enrollment information. Select the appropriate term and choose an educational goal, major, and intended program of study. Save your progress with the Save button and press Continue. The next page covers student profile information. Answer yes or no to the previous legal name question. If you answer yes, enter your previous name. Under the Social Security number, answer yes or no. If you have a Social Security number, you should provide and confirm your 9-digit number. For the last question on this page, if your mailing address is the same as the mailing address entered for your Open CCC profile account, you may select that option. Save your progress with the Save button and press Continue. The next page asks about education data. Enter your college enrollment status and then select your high school education status. If you received a high school diploma or certificate, you will be asked for the completion date in addition to 2 supplementary yes or no questions. The next box will ask about the last high school you attended, as well as its country, state, city, and name. Next, there are 3 questions about your high school transcript information. Provide your high school cumulative GPA as well as the highest English and highest math courses you have taken. You will also be asked about any college degrees obtained and estimated date awarded. Save your progress with the Save button below and press Continue. The next page asks only 2 questions: your citizenship status and if you are in the U.S. military, and what is your dependent's military status. If you select that you have served or are serving in the military, additional questions about being discharged and the location of your military records may be asked. Save your progress with the Save button and then press Continue. The residency page of the application appears next. The first question asks if you have lived continuously in California for a specific period. If you answer no, an additional question requesting information on when your current stay in California started will appear. The next question is about out-of-state activities. Check any that apply. If none apply, this should be left blank, and you should proceed to the final question on the page. This question is about special residency categories and asks if you have ever been in court-ordered foster care. If the answer is yes, an answer must be provided on when you exited foster care. Save your progress with the Save button and continue. Next, several questions are presented about your needs and interest. The first asks, are you comfortable reading and writing in English? The next question will ask if you have interest in receiving information about money for college, as well as whether you are receiving aid from the state. An athletics interest question will ask if you are interested in participating in a sport, and if so, to what extent. The final question on this page is a checklist of programs and services offered at LASC. You should check any that you have an interest in learning about. Save your progress with the Save button and then press Continue. The next page of questions is about your demographic information. The first box asks about your gender, if you are transgender, and your sexual orientation. Feel free to choose any option that applies to each of the 3 questions, including Decline to State. 2 questions then are asked about your parents' education. The final questions ask about race or ethnicity. Answering the general category will reveal specific ancestry groups from which more specific ethnic identities are found. Save your progress and then press Continue. The final page asks about supplemental questions, which include primary language, student military status, and military dependent status. Next are boxes that, when selected, will restrict LASC from sharing information with other organizations. The fifth question in this section requests your cell phone number so that you can receive emergency alert messages from LASC. This is followed by questions about your emergency contact, including their name, phone number, and relationship status with you. The sixth question asks if you are interested in a sport. If so, select your level of interest or leave the question blank if you are uninterested. The seventh question asks about your high school grade point average, special education, and the primary language spoken in your home. In question 8, the two questions ask if you are receiving state aid or if you are the single head of household, which is necessary to determine your qualifications for the CARE program. The ninth question asks if you would like to authorize LASC to use state resources to pay for outstanding fees, such as those related to your enrollment or health. Next is a yes or no question that asks if you have any interest in being contacted for resources. The final question in this section asks if you have a general education passport from a previous college. Save your progress with the Save button and press Continue. On the final page, you can review your application from the beginning. If everything is in order, you will proceed to the next question, which asks whether or not you consent to your information being shared by the college to listed organizations. Under the final Submit Your Application section, you will be informed that no changes may be made to the application once it is submitted. You will be asked to select two separate checkboxes. Once both checkboxes have been checked, you may click the blue button that says Submit My Application at the end of the page. Once submitted, your confirmation number will appear on the screen. Please make note of this information. You will also receive an email confirmation of your submitted application. And voila! Just like that, congratulations! You have applied to Los Angeles Southwest College. You are officially one step closer to attending LASC, the place to be, opening up pathways to your dreams. At this point, for now, you are finished. You will receive your acceptance letter by email from the Los Angeles Community College District with your student ID number. You will also receive a personalized student email address. See? Easy peasy. If for some reason you do not receive your acceptance letter within 24 to 48 business hours, live chat with LASC's Admissions and Records Office at our Cranium Cafe site to inquire further about your application and your acceptance letter. Dynamic form application. Once you receive your acceptance letter, you are ready to submit your K-12 dynamic form. First, you will create an account to initiate your dynamic form application. Remember to include your LACCD student ID number on the application. Please wait for your acceptance letter, which includes your official LACCD student ID number. Otherwise, you will not be able to complete the form. To create a dynamic form, please click on the LASC non-SSO link on your acceptance letter that you received by email. You can also access the LASC dual enrollment webpage to find the link. Once there, click on the Create New Account button toward the bottom left of the page. Then choose a username and password according to the requirements listed. Enter your first and last names as well as your email address. After this, create some security questions and answers in case you forget your login information. Once there, click on the Create Account button toward the left bottom of the page. Be advised, you the student, your parent or guardian, and your counselor must create an account prior to you submitting your dynamic form. Once their account is activated, the system will direct the student to a general dynamic form login page. The student must go back to the LASC form link to log in and access their LASC dynamic form to proceed further. Fill in the required information. This will include your high school name and address, your counselor's name and email address, your parent or guardian's name and their email address, and your LACCD student ID number. All names and email addresses need to be correct and accessible, as this is how the dynamic form will be routed to each person for an approved signature. If the information is incorrect, it will not be routed through the proper approval process. Now, let's walk you through before you press submit. First, type in your first and last name, middle initial, and date of birth. Then, provide your home address, city, state, and zip code. From there, include your phone number, your email address, your LACCD student ID number, and your student grade level. Select your high school from the drop-down menu. If you do not see your school listed in the options, click Other and type in your school's name, address, city, state, and zip. Then, include the first name, last name, and email address of your school counselor or coordinator. Next, include a parent or guardian's first name, last name, and email address. Then provide your signature and the date of your signature, which will authorize the release of your school transcripts. You will also complete the college enrollment information and select the school term or semester and the year of your class or classes. Finally, provide the course numbers, section numbers, and the units of the courses or course that you are requesting. Next, click Submit Form located at the bottom of the dynamic form. You may also see that there are separate sections for your parent or guardians to complete, for your school counselor or coordinator to complete, and then for LASC's Student Services Vice President to complete. Don't worry about those parts for now. From here, the application will be routed to your parent or guardian by email. Your parent or guardian will log into their dynamic form account to approve your form. The email will provide information on how to do so. Once your parent or guardian approves the dynamic form and submits it, it will be routed to your high school counselor or coordinator. Remember, your parent or guardian must create their own dynamic form account on the same website where you made your account so they can sign off on the document for you. A link will be provided in the email for your parent to access their dynamic form for approval. Once your high school counselor reviews your entire dynamic form, ensuring that you have entered the right courses, the right student ID number, the right section number, etc., and approves it, then it will be routed to LASC's Vice President of Student Services. Remember, your high school counselor must create their own dynamic form account so they can sign off on the document for you and the classes you are approved for. The counselor is the only person that can use the high school official only section to revise your dynamic form. After your school counselor signs off on your document and your approved courses, your part is all finished for the time being. Our admissions and records team will make sure that you are registered in your courses. From here, LASC's Vice President of Student Services will review and approve your dynamic form. If you are a concurrent enrollment student, you will be notified by LASC's Admissions and Records Office that your dynamic form has been approved. You will then be responsible for logging into the student information system to register for your approved classes online. Only concurrent enrollment students will need to take this step. If you are a dual enrollment student, the school site coordinator will send an Excel master list of all dynamic forms they have approved to the Admissions and Records Office, who will then code your dynamic form into the student information system. Using the approved Excel master list provided by the dual enrollment schools, admissions and records staff will create a college student block for each course and add you to the roster. Once fully processed, the admissions and records staff will update the approved master list received from your school coordinator, and the list will also include an updated roster. The Admissions and Records Office does not drop or swap students from their classes. It is your responsibility, if you desire, to drop or swap your class or classes using the Student Information System or Student Portal. From here, allow 24 to 48 business hours for final processing, and you will soon find yourself enrolled in your classes. Your school counselor should alert you when your dynamic form has been accepted. If you haven't heard anything within a couple of business days, contact your high school counselor or coordinator for further information. If for some reason you cannot get in contact with your school counselor and you are not certain whether your dynamic form has been approved, you can contact LASC and ask to be connected with the dual enrollment coordinator. After this time, go ahead, log into your student information system, view your updated schedule, and you will be all set and ready to step into the classroom as soon as the semester starts. If you need further instructions for logging into your student information system or your SIS account, you should access our quick tutorial video. As soon as you are officially enrolled in your classes, you will gain access to Canvas, our online learning management system that provides a unique learning opportunity, additional educational tools and resources, and an immediate access to participation in your courses, all designed entirely for your ease and success once you start class. If you need further instructions for logging into and using your Canvas account, you can access our quick tutorial video. Also, it is important to note that if you plan to take classes at a different college during the same semester, you will have to submit a separate dynamic form to that particular school. Please be sure to check their deadline date for submitting dynamic forms. When you plan to enroll in classes at LASC or another college during a different school term or semester, you will need to create and submit a new dynamic form for that term or semester separately. If you have any additional questions, you can speak with your school counselor or coordinator. And if there are any further needs that you have, please do not hesitate to contact us directly at LASC and ask to speak to your dual enrollment coordinator. All of us here at Los Angeles Southwest College are more than happy to assist you. We are so excited that you are taking the next steps toward your promising future with us. Our college staff and administrators are here for you, and we have plenty of resources and services to solve any issue or answer any question or need that you might have. Congratulations! You should be celebrating once you get to this point. You are an official college student now. If you want to look into any of these resources further, consider checking out our Student Success Center, our financial aid resources, or our Student Health Center, just to get started in your exploration of our amazing campus. As an official LASC student, we are here for you. We are dedicated to your success and passionate about helping you succeed. We look forward to you developing your future here at LASC, and we know you'll learn that LASC is really the place to be.